Hey guys, Amy White with Worthy Written Words, and today we're going to be in the New Testament in John chapter 14, verse 27. And I'm putting a piece of scrap paper behind here just so that I can protect the pages underneath. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our Waterbrush pen with some water in it and put some water droplets in the blue watercolor. And you can see I'm adding it to a palette, and I'm just adding a lot of water to lighten it up a little bit and to make it not as dark and heavy. The more color you add, the darker it'll be. The more water you add, the lighter it'll be. So I'm just diluting it is what I'm doing. And I'm putting a light layer all over the footnotes and the wide margins and the top margin of this page. Now, I didn't prep this page at all with clear gesso. If that's something that you are uncomfortable not doing, you can totally prep the page first with a coat of clear gesso, and that helps to protect bleed through to the back side. This isn't usually a big problem because these pages are pretty thick, but if you use a lot of water, like I'm using a lot of water, then you might want to do that. Some people always prep their pages and some people never prep their pages, and I'm more of a sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. So I'm drying the back side. You can kind of see how it's going through just a little bit, but not really that bad. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm blasting this with my heated tool gun just to make it dry quicker. If you don't have this, then you just need to let it air dry before we move on to the next step. So now we're going to use the plastic bag that had your watercolors in your kit. I hope you didn't throw it away. If you did, go back and get it. If you did, then you can get any sort of plastic that will work from any packaging. And we're going to add some darker blue watercolor, and we're just going to put it on the bag very whatever, like you can't mess this up. This is called a smooshing technique. So the bigger your water droplets, the bigger these will appear on your page. So I wiped off some of the bigger ones because I wanted them to be smaller droplets on my page. But you can have them be big or small. You just put the water on the plastic bag and then you flip it over and press it onto your page. And you can press it multiple times and get all of the water off and get smaller ones, bigger ones, whatever you want to do. You cannot mess this up. So we're going to do this first with the blue, and then we're going to go and do it again with the green, and then we're going to go back and do it again with the black. Make sure that you let the watercolors dry in between each coat that you do this. And if you're stressing about what yours looks like, don't, because most of this is going to get covered up. So now I'm using green, and I'm going to go on top of the blue with the green. And then we're going to let this layer dry, and then we're going to do it again using black. When that's done and it's dry, we're going to go ahead and add these word stickers. You're going to want to do this probably backwards from the way that I did it. I was doing it to try and make a different sort of cutout that I had work. So you'll probably want to start at the top of your margin and work your way down and just kind of keep everything centered in the middle of your margin so that when it's done, it'll look close to this. Using whatever sort of adhesive you have at home, it could even be a glue stick, you're going to attach the Jesus picture to your margin. And then I'm going to use a yellow midliner highlighter pen. I'll have the link in the description below the video. I'm just going to highlight verse 27. You could also use a green or a blue pen. Any of those would look good with the colors in this kit. Now we're going to attach the big flower cutout to your footnotes. And we're going to do this using the 3D foam squares that are in your kit. You just place them in significant places that you think need to be a support beam and stick them on there, and then take the tops off and flip it and stick it right on your page. Now taking the strip of fabric and a paper clip with the 2 smiles facing downward, we're going to put the fabric in the paper clip and just tie a knot. And then we'll just adjust it so that both of the printed sides of fabric are facing the front and that it's nice and tight. Put it on the top of your page and attach it with the 3 different washi tapes. And I'm just doing little strips, and then I'm going black, blue, and then black to alternate the colors. Now using a black Sakura glaze pen, this was delivered in last month's kit, we are going to outline these white word stickers. And if it gets gunky, you can kind of sweep it like I'm doing to get the gunk off so that it flows more freely. I'm going to go over them each once, and then I'm going to go over them again to give it more of a doodled effect. If you don't like the double lined look, you could do it only once and it'll still help it to pop really well. Sorry, it looks like my video was having a hard time focusing on what I'm doing. I'm not sure why, but you can still get the idea of what I was doing with this glaze pen. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this kit. It's kind of an easier one, but I love the simplicity of it and the peaceful colors that go along with it. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be up to date with all of my video releases. And again, the link for this kit is going to be below in the video description. Okay, we will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.